Welcome to a rather sunny Barcelona where we're driving the 2010 model year Range Rover. Now, can you believe it was 2002 when the Range Rover was launched, and since then Land Rover has continually been evolving the car. This latest version gets a fresh new look, a lot of work under the bodywork as well with the suspension, and under the bonnet a brand new 5-litre V8 supercharged engine.
That new supercharged engine produces 25% more power than the old 4.2 litre version, while reducing emissions and improving fuel consumption by 7%. Or you can always opt for the excellent V8 diesel, which continues unchanged. And if we're honest, it's all you'll need in the Range Rover. Also big news on the 2010 model year car is what's happened under the bodywork. Clever electronic adaptive suspension has made the ride quality even better, while handling is much more controlled too. The car now corners much more neatly.
The best thing about a Range Rover is you're not ashamed to go to the latest premiere or the best restaurant in town in a car like this. But then you can also do things like this, and I'm just about to drive up there.
Frankly, a Range Rover's off-road ability is far greater than you would ever imagine. This car can go places even a mountain goat would think twice about. And it's also easy. Using Land Rover's terrain response system, you select the setting that's most suited to the terrain you're tackling, like sand or in this case rocks, and the car will automatically adjust. Of course, safety is paramount, and if you don't have someone else to keep a watchful eye on where you're going, there are cameras built into the car to do it for you. But perhaps the most amazing bit about all this is when you look around you and you realise you're still in a seriously luxurious motorcar.
Inside the Range Rover, it's a cool British interior. The use of wood and leather is fantastic. There's leather on the ceiling in the top spec models now, and wonderful wood on the centre console, on the steering wheel and down the sides. But three things about the interior. One, the stereo frankly should be better for a car of this price and this class. But have a look at this screen here. Now, you're over there on the passenger side, probably currently enjoying the Land Rover Experience DVD. You can do that while we're on the move. But of course, I'm not allowed to see that. So if I was just to take the camera off you for a second, you can see that all I get to look at is the satellite navigation screen. Not quite as interesting, but very useful, very safe. And frankly, this dual view screen is one of the best things I've seen in a car for a very long time. That and the use of a TFT panel on the dashboard. This may look like an ordinary dash display, but when you start playing with some of the controls, you can see that it is quite a whizzy little TFT screen. Very clever and very cool. So how do we sum up the 2010 model year Range Rover? Well, frankly, it's hard to believe that this car first saw the light of day 7 years ago. It still feels and looks cool. It drives better than ever. And yes, there are some environmental issues. There are always going to be with a car of this size. But frankly, if I were to win the lottery tomorrow, my first port of call would be my local Range Rover dealer, and I'd buy one of these.